Nancy Pelosi, and I want you to listen real quickly, just around that 17, 16-second mark here, and listen to how she responds when somebody asks her about the shooting of Steve Scalise and the others in this attack this week. Go ahead and play it.
Our hearts are broken over the assault that was made, really, on all of us, but personally heartbroken over of what happened to Steve Scalise.
All right. So she almost said death over the death. Now, mistake. Has she got Alzheimer's going on? Has she got some mental issues going on?
Well, we know that.
Or was it a Freudian slip?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. A little Freudian slip.
All the above.
All of the above.
That Botox takes a toll.
Come on, Nancy. Wake up. Number one, it wasn't an attack on all of us. It was an attack on conservatives.
That's right.
It was an attack
by
fomented by you and the liberal media, pushing the narrative that Republicans are bad, that conservatives are bad, and that we're not worthy of living in this country with the rest of you leftists.
Bernie Sanders doesn't like the fact that this guy was a Bernie Sanders supporter and the news is reporting it. Now it's like a call for unity, a call for unity. Where has that call for unity been ever since Trump was elected president? Where's the call for unity? And now you've got to go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
And there's still no unity by any stretch of the imagination. After this, you think the rhetoric would turn down a little bit, but it's not. Here's track 3. This is Mika Brzezinski, who is Joe Scarborough's not only co-host, but his love interest. And this woman is just whacked out. You got track 3 ready, Derek? Let's play this. This is Mika.
But to that point, and I know that you're on the edge of your seat as I talk about this. I know what I'm trying to say here, and I'll try and give you a parallel to help you understand what Bill Clinton did to the issue of sex to an entire generation. I believe this president is doing on issues of decency, on issues of conspiracy theories, on issues of fake news. I think it's that simple, and we're desensitized if we even argue it.
Well, Mika,
what she said made no sense. I tried to parse that out grammatically like the nuns taught me to do. I just, what?
Yeah. Don't blame Trump for the conspiracy theories. You're the one, Mika and Joe, pumping out the fake news about Russian collusion for the last 6 months or 9 months now. That's nonsense. There's been no evidence, still no evidence, and now all of a sudden we're changing the tune. All right, since there's nothing on Russian collusion, let's look at obstruction of justice. He said he hoped Flynn would get off. That's obstruction. Hope is not in order, and it's certainly not telling anybody. We've already had Admiral Rogers, we've already had the DNI, and everyone else say we've not been ordered to stop any investigation. So it's more fake news. This is
Let's
death
throw
by
stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yes, and they're trying, and it's just not working. But they keep trying.
But it is working. It's a distraction.
Well, there you go.
It's a distraction,
I'll agree
and
with you.
it's bad publicity, and people buy into it. Somebody asked online the other day. They showed a picture of Mika and Joe, and they said, "Well, how can these?" And they used a word I wouldn't use. Not unless I hit my thumb with a hammer, but how can these people still be on the air? And the answer I gave was because they have an audience.
Yeah,
not enough people realize what idiots these guys are.
Yeah, the rhetoric is so amped up. It should be no surprise that this was going to happen. And I think Rush Limbaugh, Dr. Michael Savage, we're all calling. You're going to see it, and it's going to come. And it wasn't days later that this finally happened.
Yeah,
and it's going to happen again if they don't stop the nonsense. I mean, enough is enough.
Yep.
You've had. And here's the killer. If there were anybody guilty of anything in the Trump administration, you have an FBI and a DOJ that to this very moment are filled with Hillary Clinton supporters and Barack Obama supporters. And they've been leaking their butts off, and they found nothing.
That's right.
You have nothing. That both those agencies are completely corrupted and politicized with Democrat underlings.
And they can't even make anything up sufficient enough.
They can't even manufacture something that would get him into trouble.
That's how far our services have
yes. Denigrated.
Thank you, denigrated.
Yeah.
Where they can't even make up good conceivable stuff
Yes.
anymore. You know?
People need to understand this. If there was anything there, it would have been A, leaked already, or B, charges would already have been leveled because they have access to absolutely everything. Everything.
Yep.
And we're going to, so let's talk about Mueller.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, because I know you wanted to dive into Mr. Mueller,
Yes.
who, since he's been given the special counsel appointment, we're finding out that he's good buddies with Jim Comey. He should be recusing himself, and he's leaking the same. If it's not him personally, he's allowing somebody to
And he's
continue.
staffing up
with Democratic donors,
Yep.
high-priced attorneys that all of us are paying for, right?
Like I was telling you, I wrote this morning on my blog, Mr. President, stop tweeting, start doing, drain the swamp, reinstate Sessions, fire Mueller, and by saying reinstate, have him unrecuse himself. That was stupid. I'm sure that he could unrecuse himself. So take charge. What could the consequence be? A media backlash? How would we know the difference?
Exactly. At this point, I agree 100%. You know what? The heck with it. Get rid of. Here's what you do. Get rid of Mueller because it's obviously there's bias there. There's no way this guy can be independent. You want to know who I'd like to see?
Go ahead.
Put Alan Dershowitz in there.
That's a brilliant idea.
He's a liberal. He's a Democrat.
He has
he's
integrity.
the smartest guy around. He's got integrity. And you know what? He's a raging Democrat.
But he's got integrity.
Put him in as the special counsel and let him loose. And here's the instruction.
Oh, I know what he'd say.
You look
We're
at
done.
instruction.
I've heard him say it already. We're done. There's nothing here.
There's nothing here. But you know what? It opens the door because now we're going to look at Barack Obama, Valerie Jarrett, Hillary Clinton, Loretta Lynch, James Comey. Let's get in there and you want to peel this onion back? Let's peel the onion.
Oh, yeah.
Get yourself some tissues, Democrat, because the crying's going to commence.
Yep.
That's what we have to do. So put Alan Dershowitz in there. Mr. President, find yourself the one honest Democrat that's out there. And the only one that I can think of is Alan Dershowitz. Let him loose.
Lieberman.
Maybe. Joe, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he's good, but I was thinking honest Democrat.
Maybe. I kind of like Joe Lieberman. Don't ask me why. I know he's way too liberal for my blood.
Same here. But
he seems like one of those guys. So here I'm going to give you.
They're getting old and dying off.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you to put this phone number into your cell phone. 202-514-2000. That's 202-514-2000. That's the Attorney General's office. Make your phone call. Leave your message. You won't get anybody live, I'm sure. But you can leave a message and say, I want Mueller out of there. He's
Mueller.
Biased. He's not independent counsel, and he's staffing up with a whole bunch of people that are Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama supporters. They need to be gone right now.
The bias is evident.
Yes, absolutely it is. 202-514-2000. That's your call to action, folks. Plug that into your cell phones and get out there and get it.
And what's the number for the White House? Do the same.
You could do the White House. Or get on your Twitter and your Facebook. Put @POTUS and say, listen, President Donald, let's clean house. Let's just stop.
The swamp.
They're not going to be your friends ever. They're going to continually try to screw you in the press. So the hell with it. Let's just go ahead and get this swamp drip. Pull the plug. Pull the plug.
Did you see, by the way, it's a little off topic here, but speaking of leftists who have some integrity, the Dolce & Gabbana thing?
No.
Dolce & Gabbana, they're the famous designers, and everybody was told, don't design for Melania, don't design for Melania, and they're designing for Melania. And so there's this boycott Dolce & Gabbana movement. So they're selling Dolce, pay attention, this is twisted. Dolce & Gabbana has designed and is selling a boycott Dolce & Gabbana t-shirt. Isn't that precious?
And probably making a ton of money on it, too.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Melania has got to be the best-looking woman ever to grace
You'd think she was a
the
model.
White House. You would think she's a model, yes. So, you know what? Any of you designers and Hollywood elite who think, go ahead and boycott. What, are you going to boycott the best-looking chick that's ever been in the White House? Are you out of your mind?
Not Dolce & Gabbana.
Oh, jeez Louise. So do that, folks. 202-514-2000. Call the Attorney General's offices of the United States of America and say, get rid of Mueller, get to work, and drain the swamp. I want to see indictments and subpoenas for Hillary, for Loretta Lynch, for James Comey, for Valerie Jarrett, for all of them. Susan Rice. Let's get these people investigated the way they belong.
The list goes on.
The list goes on. All right, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about what our intel services have been doing to all of us. We'll see you on the other side.
Hello, Don Haig from the Firing Line Gun Shop, inviting everyone to our Father's Day weekend sale, June 16th through the 19th. Dads, forget the ties and coffee cups. Tell your family to get to the Firing Line for great discounts on Springfield firearms. We have the XD Mod 2 and XDS 9mm on sale for $449, and they will come with $200 worth of free accessories, 4 extra magazines, holster, mag carrier, t-shirt, and a range bag. Not sure which one to buy? Shoot any Springfield range gun for ammo cost only, or just tell the kids to pick up a gift card. The Firing Line Father's Day sale starts Friday, June 16th and ends on Monday the 19th. The Firing Line is located at 33,000 Ford Road in Westland. You can call the store at 734-326-7320. That's 734-326-7320. Or go to fireliniguns.com for all the details. That's fireliniguns.com. Oh, the sale is for everyone, not just Dad, so come down to the Firing Line.
Treasure Mart invites you to stop by for a unique shopping experience. For 57 years, Treasure Mart has been Ann Arbor's most interesting store.
Treasure Mart has served the Ann Arbor and Southeast Michigan area by providing an historic marketplace for antiques, collectibles, furniture, and household items. Recognized as Ann Arbor's premier resale shop, Treasure Mart is one of Ann Arbor's most cherished institutions, offering a unique shopping experience. Treasure Mart has thousands of items and new arrivals daily. It's a new shopping experience every day. Shop till you drop and come back again and again. Shoppers, come to Treasure Mart for that special wedding gift. And don't forget gifts for dads and grads. Treasure Mart, a shopper's paradise. Best of all, free parking too. When you go shopping, think Treasure Mart first.
Located on Detroit Street in the Carytown district of Ann Arbor, new friends and treasures are found every day at Treasure Mart.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'm one of the kitchen and bath designers here at Fingerly Lumber. When you come into the showroom, you're going to see a lot of different things. We have lots of cabinet displays showing the different options you have within the cabinets, different countertops, just many different things to help you figure out just what it is you want to do in your kitchen.
Fingerly Lumber. We'll walk you through a project, not point you down the aisle. Fingerly Lumber.
So many times people walk in and they don't realize that we have a kitchen bath department. One of the things I really love about my job is when, after I've designed a person's kitchen and they've got it all installed, seeing the smile on their face and that they're pleased with what they have. It's a great feeling of satisfaction on my part just to know that I've helped them achieve their goals. Come in and see me. My name is Tom, and I'd love to help you out with your project.
Fingerly Lumber. We'll walk you through a project, not point you down the aisle. Fingerly Lumber.
You're catching the drift. Gary Wellings and the Drift on Wham Talk 1600. Call 734-822-1600 to join in the discussion.
Call.
Yeah, and welcome back to the Drift. And joining me in studio, Ed Bonderenka. And you can call in 810.
Yes.
810. What am I thinking? 734-822-1600. Boy, Derek,
I did that a few weeks ago.
I'm looking at
Pastor Rick had to correct me. Like, what's that? Your cell phone?
I'm looking at my next sponsor. This segment is Patrick Financial Group LLC. You can go to www.patrickfinancialgroup.com, or you can call 810-225-9876, or you can email patrickfinancial@comcast.net. They've got retirement strategies, investment strategies, 401k, pension rollovers, annuities, portfolios, financial and estate planning. And estate planning, very important, folks. If you don't want half of everything that you've worked for your whole life to go to the federal government, you might want to take a look at your estate planning, doing a trust or whatever it takes. So 810-225-9876, Patrick Financial Group, LLC. It's a registered investment and advisory firm. Good people. Okay, so we were talking about Comey. Mm-hmm. We were talking about Mueller. They should be recusing yourself, and how politicized these agencies.
Denizens of the intel community.
And so, Derek, did you get my track 4? Does that work now? Okay, so let's go with